Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review for Kandi and the gang. Are they running a dating service or a restaurant? I feel like every time it's everything but a restaurant. But we're gonna let that be. Make sure to do a couple of things to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dot. Okay. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section. This is a premiere. No, it's not live. Okay, but it's a premiere. Okay, when you watching it live, even though I'm not live right now. I will be live tonight, though, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time to discuss Ariana Curry, her love and marriage Huntsville foolishness about her wanting to take herself out and whatnot after sleeping with the lady husband. Okay, so again, 8:30 tonight, I will be live and whatnot. So I hope I can get this up by 7:30 and then get to my 8:30 live. Okay, do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner and whatnot everywhere around here. Now, look, I am here or whatever, but I don't feel like being on camera because this show it gave a little bit, but at the same time, I was like, I'm a bit bored. Okay, now we do get to meet a couple of new people. We get to meet two of Kandi's nephews. Is it nephews? I don't know. No, it's a cousins. Okay, so Patrick on the left in the plaid little jacket or whatever, and the I'm a pimp chain and the Target T-shirt. Okay, that's Patrick and that's Kenny's cousin. He is 28 years old. He's the parking lot manager. Okay, what does he handle? The parking lot. Okay, I'm like, okay. Now Kandi, now he's Aunt Bertha's grandson. Okay, so Kandi did want to mention that the parking lot does very well. Okay, meaning people be parking it all the time and they be making money. I don't think people realize if you have a huge parking lot in an area that has no parking available, you can make good money. Okay, especially if you put charging folks $10 a pop. $10 a pop, okay? It can make a lot of money, just in general. So parking lots are passive income because everybody got to park. We all have to park. Now, while Patrick says he is like the baby of the group, whatever, everybody love Patrick. Patrick seems corny to me, okay? And I feel like he looked like if leprechauns were real, he could be a black leprechaun. For some reason, he just look like a leprechaun to me. But I'm gonna leave that be. Now we also meet Melvin, okay, who was 30 years old. He is also Candy's cousin, but he's the cousin who she treats like her son, okay? Meaning she helped raise that boy in one way or the other. And again, he's the kitchen manager. Because as people keep saying this episode, he can fry some chicken. He can fry some chicken. There's more to cooking than cooking chicken. I can fry a good chicken too, a good little chicken wing, good little chicken thigh, good little leg. Okay, I'm not much of a breast woman, even though I have breasts. Because breast meat is just it's too much meat. It's too much meat. Okay, but give me good little wing ding. Okay, little wing and the leg. Yep, I love it all. Anyway, let's move on from that. Now he brings up how working for Kandi as the kitchen manager. You know what I'm saying? He puts up with more bullshit than he probably would at any other place because again, she's his cousin. Now Kandi feel like sometimes Todd be too hard on Melvin. Okay, we do see Melvin and Todd talking, and Todd like you gotta do more. We gotta do more. And Melvin like, bro, look, it is 168 hours a week. I am here 100 hours a week. I'm like, damn, 100 hours a week? I guess so. Now, the fact that Kandi feel like, Ty's too hard on Melvin. Ty said that is exactly why we are in this situation. And I agree. This is my thing. Okay, this is my thing. Pop on screen. Kandi is trying to put loyalty and family ties above all else. You can't do that in business, okay? You can do that in business if your family is like worth a damn. But some of Candy's family and them loyal folks who've been around forever don't look like they worth a damn. If your family and the loyal folks ain't helping you progress, if they ain't helping you grow, if they don't help you get better, fuck them people. Let me gone, okay? And if I am at the restaurant 100 hours a week, leave me alone. Okay? Leave. I'm cooking all the chicken that's in here to be cooked. Leave me alone, okay? We're gonna leave that be. Anyway, so we do see we do find out that Melvin and Patrick's mother and father are siblings, okay? and they were raised as brothers. So again, they're close. They actually live together in an apartment that's basically behind the restaurant. And when Patrick said, I can look out the window and see my parking lot. I love that parking lot. I'm like, you love the parking lot. I mean, how much could you be making as a parking lot manager? I mean, it's like, you got a 401k? Is it dental? Anyway, Patrick brings up how he was a former whore. Okay, I used to be a whore, but he met his little girlfriend or whatever, some girl named Safari, and ever since he got with Safari, he is no longer a whore. I'm like, that's not how whoring works. Um, it isn't sometimes. And the fact that he calls Safari a cougar because she's about to be 30. Fool, you 28. Okay, cougar is not someone who's a year and some months older than you. Okay, that show right here, you probably out here still whoring. Okay, because you young and dumb and full of stuff. Okay, now we do see Brandon and Dom Unique go out to eat or whatever, little date. And y'all know we gonna, we got Patrick. Okay, we got wait, girl, Torin, girl. That's Torin. Chandrika, okay. Of course, Todd and Kandi. And then we have Brian, that's Brandon, that's Dom Unique, and then I can't think, I think Rashard. And I only know that because I know a guy named Rashard. That's Rashard, okay. So these the people right here and whatnot, okay. So Brandon and Dom Unique right here, these two right here, went on a little date. I was bored. Now they do have a lot of sexual chemistry. I felt like Dom Unique was very, very high in this date. Her dress was cute but very, very short. I'm like, is your coochie hanging out? Girl, your coochie don't catch cold. I'm like, is your ass, your anus is girl, it was cute, but it was real, real short. Anyway, but I'm gonna be two beautiful people who like each other, you know what I'm saying, and they want to bang or whatever, and they were shit and chatting and whatnot. Okay, now she does talk about how she can't wait to the point to where she does not have to work at OLG anymore. She just wants to dance 24/7. She's a trained dancer. I mean, she's a dancer. Okay, we know she danced for Megan Thee Stallion before, but she's like, I don't need because he said, oh, do you want to be? Oh, blah, blah, blah. He asked her if she wants to be a choreographer, which most dancers do want to do eventually. Not most, not all. And she said, no, I want to dance for Beyonce. I'm like, well, Beyonce, Beyonce. I feel like if you want to be a dancer, look, and y'all know we all love Queen Beyonce. I don't know how many more tours Beyonce gonna do for that to be your end goal. Okay, I mean, not Doja Cat, who may be touring for longer. Okay, because Beyonce is at home, her husband, her children. I mean, I do feel like Beyonce may do two more albums. I don't see Beyonce like touring forever. Now, if Beyonce ever does a residency somewhere, now that's something to want to do. Okay, get attached to a residency where you're dancing all the time. Why would you want to do a residency with somebody, girl? But I mean, wanting to dance for Beyonce is a great dream, but want more for yourself. Anyway, Brandon brings up he's not worried about, you know what I'm saying, him being a manager, dating an employee. Okay, I'm like, well, that means that you should not be a manager because you're not supposed to date your, the other people who are below you. Okay, it's frowned upon because it can be like, oh, is he forcing her to do this? Is he forcing his penis on her? What's going on? I don't know. Now, at the end of their day, and they had a good little time or whatever, little sitting there eating. He leaned in and she leaned in, whatever, and they was like hugging. He went to kiss her, and she said, no. The fact that she completely was like, no, thank you. She brings up how I do not kiss on the first day, and I do not let people invade my space, either they fan or whatever. I am a prize, okay? Work for the prize. I said, okay, let them know. You may be cute and all, but you can't be kissing up on me, sir. I did not say put your lips on me. I'm like, self-respect and stuff, okay? We then see Torin, Don Unique, and Chandrika meet up. It was boring for me. I'm like, oh, does Torin live like in the basement? Somewhere like downstairs or whatever. They went over to visit. The fact that Chandrika was a Chandrika, well, I don't know, either Chandrika or Dom Unique was like, "What is this food?" He was like, "It's a charcuterie board, which is like meats and cheeses and fruits or whatever." And she was like, "I'm not a rabbit." I don't want that stuff. She wanted like some chicken wings, okay? And he had some celery, some cheese, and carrots or whatever. Now, I don't like celery, but some carrots and some cheeses and some salami, okay, with a nice little red wine. I can do it. But she was like, no, ma'am, I don't want that or whatever. Okay. Now, Torrin brings up how even though he worked at OLG before, that he left really unprofessional, like or whatever, but he wants to come back. I'm like, but have you apologized for how you left the first time yet? If not, sir, apologize and then do something else, okay? But they like, we got new management now, things are different or whatever. It ain't how it used to be. And they bring up, basically Philip. And when he said, well, Philip don't sign my checks, okay, he don't sign my. They say, well, actually, he might be the one who signed your check because again, he's now the new general manager. And I'm looking like it's weird to me. Anyone who left unprofessionally the first time is coming back with an attitude. I don't get it. I don't get it. We do see Brian. Okay, boom, is back at work or whatever, and Brian seemed like fun, yay or whatever. But at the same time, it's like he's like a little bit scatterbrained. He probably had like an attention deficit disorder, ADD or whatever. Anyway, so when he was, hey y'all, where I'm supposed to be at? Who am I supposed to talk? What am I doing? They're like, talk to the manager. And come Philip. You're like, okay, let me show you to your section. And he said, well, I used to work upstairs and down. He was like, no, let me show you to your section. I was like, look, Philip does come in. Look, Philip comes in hot for sure. He really does come in hot. He comes in like, I'm gonna let y'all know who's in charge or whatever, and there are rules. But I think the reason he's doing that is because of all the fuckery that has went on. So I do think he's doing that from the beginning to like kind of get some structure. But he just don't get, you got to ease into being an asshole to new people. Okay, I don't think he's wrong for wanting to create structure, but sometimes the coming in as an asshole doesn't always work. Okay, it doesn't. Your approach needs to be different. Now he was on Candy Code, not Candy Code Nice. He was on Candy Speak on It, and he did say the one thing he learned, from the first season is his approach may need to be tweaked a little bit. Okay, you may not need to come in so hot. Now he, showed Brian down, like you don't be downstairs. Okay, this is the area. He was like, "Why is the funeral flowers?" I'm like, "Funeral flowers." It was OLG and flowers. It did like a funeral wreath, but it's whatever. He was like, Brian, I'm gonna keep you on task because he can tell that it's like Brian. Again, he has ADD, and it's weird. And he say Philip says how he was told that when Brian was here before that he would do whatever he wanted to do. He was a free for all, whatever, do whatever. But that ain't gonna work this time. And again, because he is hearing things about how staff was before, he's trying to, start it off with no, 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 not in my house. We're not doing that today, not at all. Now, when Philip left or whatever, and Brian was like, when Brian said to Lady, hey, write down your order now, you're like, I said, write down. No, sir. But even though I get he's a fun, energetic person, is to think about, you have to be professional, okay? But we know OLG is the hood restaurant where the waiter may say, write down your order and I'll come back later on. You won't get no tip. And he then sat down. And I was like, what? Not saying I don't like Brian. He's great, great, great. But I'm like, sir, stop it. Okay. Now, Brian also brought up how, during COVID times, he realized I have a drinking problem. Okay. And I had to get that shit together because he did bring up before when he said when he left and how he was coming back. He said I had a personal issue to deal with, and that was alcoholism. Okay, and look, people don't know drinking. Look, I used to drink so much from when I was around 17 until I was around 25, I think it was. And look, thank God for clarity in this, honey. That's why I don't drink that much now. I'm teeing too much. Anyway, so that's what we had with Brian and Philip. Now we do get a bit of Philip's life. Okay, Philip has a boyfriend named Felipe. Okay, hey Felipe. Felipe is a man from Brazil. They met when he was visiting Atlanta, whatever. Now they're a whole couple. Okay, they've been dating for about a year. But him and Felipe have a long distance. I'm like, so long distance as in he still live in Brazil? 'Cause that's a long distance. Is y'all gonna be on 90 Day Fiance? Does he need a visa? But again, they've been dating for a year. It's different. But again, I'm like, where does he live now? Okay, to find out what's going on at OLG to figure out how they can succeed more. And the good thing about that is Philip has a good intention. You know what I'm saying? He wants them to succeed or whatever. I really feel like the reason that OLG is what it is when Kandi and Todd ain't there enough. Kandi got this loyalty shit in her head and she don't need to. And the staff ain't shit. I'm gonna leave it there. Anyway, when the staff go out for drinks, and who else? Because it was Torin, Chandrika, it, all of them here except Philip, Todd, and Kandi. But also Patrick came, Candy's cousin. And Chandrika likes to bring up how whenever we go somewhere, I am always the leader of the pack. She wants to be the HBIC so bad. Girl, calm down. Anyway, Brian brings up how he and Torin used to mess around. I'm like, what? Torin? Okay. And Brian used to mess around. Okay. And Brian said that Torin was too big. And that's why I did not. I said, not his dick was too big. Girl. Anyway, so now they're good friends. Okay. I'm like, he said we were tucking and pulling. I'm like, tucking and pulling. Y'all was like Jack. Girl, I don't know. So when Patrick is there, whatever, he's like listening to what's going on or whatever. Because he brings up how he doesn't drink anymore since he started, he changed his life. He don't drink no more anyway. And I was like, Lord Jesus Christ. We then find out that Patrick, the cousin, okay, wait, Patrick, dude in the suit jacket, okay, and Chandrika, okay, want to be HBIC, used to mess around too. Okay, she said we messed around about 4 months, but he was on some bullshit or whatever, and so we stopped talking. But Patrick said we weren't a couple. Okay, we weren't together. Basically, we were just fucking. And I was like, okay. But she said now she's engaged to some man named June, and they had been engaged for 2 years. I was like, okay, that's fine. But I was like, girl, get out here. Excuse me. But they all kind of then start talking about how they don't like how, Philip has come in and, and been acting funny or whatever, acting stanky dank dank, and how he just came in hot. His delivery is very, very brash. And it is. It is. No one can negate the fact that Philip comes in hot. But again, y'all on bullshit as staff. Y'all on bullshit. And then she brings up how, sometimes the food don't be good. Like the food on Wednesday may not be as good as the food on Saturday. I'm like, not you talking the food that you don't cook. Girl, what? And she then brought up how, and minimum wage is $15.50. People at Family Dollar make $17. I only make 12. As the whole, I said, you make $12 an hour. You've been working it for 4 years. You make $12. Had you got a raise before? Was you making less, girl? If Family Dollar pays $17 and you making 12, you a fool for not being a Family Dollar. How you know how much did you apply there and it got denied? Cause who knows how much? I don't have any idea how much Kroger people make. Cause I ain't looking into it. Maybe I need to. Because if Family Dollar makes 17, let me stop. I'll make good ones, so it's fine. Anyway, so again, as they talking, Patrick, like, okay, nah, that's my cousin's place. They can't be up talking shit. They gotta watch their mouth, okay? I'm like, he gonna snitch. I can feel he gonna snitch. Now, there's drama with the aunties. Because there's drama here, drama there, drama with the aunties around here. I'm Nora, I'm Bertha, I'm Joyce. And we then see it's another aunt-aged person, but who's is Candy's cousin, okay? So I'm Bertha daughter Kim, who was the lady standing up in the is that like a girl is it brown? I don't know. But who's standing up in the I don't know, it's like brown, but it also looks like a weird green color. I don't know. But she used to work at OLG. And she decided to leave. Okay. Now Kim says she left because Mama Joyce cussed her out. Okay. Now I'm like, Mama Joyce, we know she will cuss somebody out real good or whatever. So I can believe it. Kandi, like, we just need to get them all together so they can all come together. Now, Mama Joyce say, well, for one, I was pissed because Kim quit. And when she was quitting, she asked other staff, who gonna quit with me? Like why would you ask people to quit with you after what Kandi has done or whatever? So when they all together, Kim, I don't feel comfortable since the restaurant BS happened because Mama Joyce was going off. Mama Joyce, like, I told Kim, if you want to quit, then quit. I'm like, Mama Joyce, I feel like you said more than that. Somebody lying, okay? Kim's like, you said that's your restaurant. You said that's your motherfucking kitchen. I didn't say that's my motherfucking kitchen. I have never said. I was like, Mama Joyce, they're like, Mom, why you cussing? Mama Joyce got so pissed at Kim saying she said it's her motherfucking restaurant, it's her motherfucking kitchen. I ain't never said that. I ain't I ain't never said that my motherfucking. I ain't never said. I was like, girl, calm down. Then Nora got pissed. Okay, because Kim then said, and then Nora got involved, and Nora said, I'm like, oh Lord, Jesus Christ. And when Nora said, I will fight you like I did before. And Kim said, go to church. I said, why? Is this how old people fight? Look. I don't look. I have not seen many old folks fighting, but this was funny to me. Okay, they all kind of squash it a little bit or whatever. Cause Kim, look, I don't want to be at odds or whatever. I want to do whatever I have to do to fix this mess. Because I love all my aunts. Because again, even though she's older, those are her aunts too. Because she's Candy's cousin. So Aunt Nora, who was in the black shirt sitting up, is too pissed. Mm-mm. Kim gotta be away from me right now. I can't do her right now. No, okay. And I was like, yeah, I don't think Kim gonna come back too soon to OLG, not right now. But they all sat around and they ate some chicken together. So it was what it was. Now, the end of the episode, we see, Patrick went and talked to Kandi and told Kandi about what Chandrika was saying, how she complained about the food, but mainly her pay rate or whatever. And Kandi, like, well, she barely come to work, okay? She barely be here, whatever. And if she had an issue with her pay, she should re-talk to me and Todd. And I was like, I mean, I agree. I agree. But again, it's like if they pay her that based on her barely coming, then that's on you, mama. If you have been here for 4 years and you have not progressed to nothing besides the hostess and you only make $12, that's on you, mama. That's why she said the glasses on the side. We do see Torn gets there. Now Torn, who plans events. Okay, and we know OLG has like an event space on the grounds or whatever. So he gets there, he's talking to Don Juan. Okay, now when you talk to Don Juan or whatever, Don Juan said he's not fully even on board for Torn coming back, mainly because he said when Torn quit, Torn just stopped coming to work one day. He stopped coming to work one day and he blamed COVID. Said, oh, because COVID stuff, I can't come back. When Don Juan said, but we then looked at the social media, he was at all kind of events, hanging out with no mask, so you can't say I can't come to work because of COVID stuff or whatever, but you're out partying, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So again, you left on some bullshit. So I'm not fully on board for him coming back based on how he left. Because he was the lies, the lies, the lies. I'm like, that's kind of true. So Don Juan, like, when I'm busy on payroll, like, go ahead over to the event space, look at it or whatever. I'm busy going over there. Now, when Torrin goes over there, Philip is in there, and Torrin and Philip, to my knowledge, has not met before. And so from the moment Torrin walked in, it was like gay man checking gay man. I feel like they both like kind of sat each other up. Um, it was weird. Now Torrin came in, he like, oh, hey, you're Philip. He was like, yeah, like, hi, I'm Torrin. And he walked like, yeah, I'm just gonna look at the space, you know what I'm saying? Look at it. And Philip was like, oh, okay, well, do you want to come, have a seat so we can like chat? And I blame Don Juan because Don Juan did tell him to go over and do that, but I was like, why wouldn't Don Juan have a conversation with Philip about what was going on? That's the bad part about when you have different people in place and they not communicating. It's like Don Juan did tell him to go over there or whatever, and Philip like, well, that's you would think a new person coming in who's supposed to be working here would have a conversation with the person who's the director of whatever and whatnot. He said, okay. And when Torrin came over, like, all right, well, hey, I'm Torrin. And Torrin was like measuring the Torrance wasn't giving Philip his attention. Okay, he was doing other stuff while talking or whatever. And Philip said, "I would prefer, when I'm talking to someone, they would like, be talking to me like face to face or whatever." And I was like, "It's gonna be messy." And Philip was like, "It's like a chain of command, like it's Kandi and Todd, it's Don Juan, it's me, and we're management." And so we would, and I would be the one to make sure that you're capable of even being having a position here. So it was just, I felt like Philip came in too hot, but I still blame Don Juan because Philip still felt like you came in here just doing stuff and not checking in with me, but not knowing he checked in with Don Juan. And even though he then said, "Well, Don Juan sent me over here." Okay. And then what you want to do? And y'all like, I did not know I would come over here and have to have like a sit down talk with him about tea. And so he do admit, like, I know the way I left was unprofessional and saying, but I'm gonna be back now. And then Philip said, "Well, you like you came in here unprofessional?" And he said, "I feel like the other staff gave Torin their opinions on me, and so he came in here thinking he could check me, but they can't check me. What makes you think that you could?" I'm like, "Why not? Everybody been trying to check you, Philip. Stop it. Okay, don't do that or whatever." And so when Torin then said, "Well, I think with management, I'm saying we should know," and he's like, "No, no, 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 no. No one paid you to think about what management things. You do events. Stick to your lane." I was like, "No, not stick to your lane. No." And then Torin said, "Well, Kandi said I was back. So check it out with Kandi." And I was like, "Y'all, it's just gonna be messy boots of messy boots." But that was the whole episode. Again, it was still messy. Okay. It's like, Philip, if you don't stop being so hard, they're gonna all hate you. For real, okay? But I'm gonna leave it there. Make sure to like the video, comment in the comment section, and I will see y'all later on tonight at 8:30 for my little chat about Ariana Curry. Okay, anyway, gotta go. Peace.